This is a national crisis. Stop, listen. The US government has delivered a paralyzing blow to the most vulnerable people in the country, refugees who are promised safety. Hello and welcome back to Voices with Anissa Qalbi, immigration and business side of the channel. This week we are going to report an act that is unprecedented cruelty. On November 21st, a leaked internal memo from the USCIS Director Joe Edlow ordered an immediate indefinite freeze on all green card applications for refugees admitted over a 4-year period. This affects over 200,000 men, women, and children, people who have already built their lives here, who are now told their safety is conditional. We're breaking down who, the what, and the horrifying consequences. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Now, this internal memo signed by USCIS Director Joe Edlow mandates an indefinite freeze on the adjudication of Form I-485, adjustment of status application for a specific massive group of people. This pause targets all refugees and their derivative family members who were admitted to the U.S. between January 2021 to February 20th of 2025. This is a targeted review of the refugee program during the preceding administration, and it impacts an estimated 200,000 to 235,000 people. So for those individuals who are eligible for their green card 1 year after admission, their stability is basically gone right now. Okay, the I-485 application, the final step for permanent safety and lawful residency, is officially on hold for them. USCIS claims the previous administration prioritized expediency and quantity over detailed screening, but the result is that legally admitted refugees are now caught in a political crossfire. And the thing is, the memo goes as far as beyond a simple pause. It orders USCIS personnel to undertake a comprehensive review and mandatory re-interview of all refugees in this category. These are people who have already undergone years of rigorous vetting by the UN, the department, the State Department, DHS officials. Now they must be forced to relive the horrors of persecutions they fled possibly, and the very definition of, I feel like this is the very definition of re-traumatization. Yeah, being re-traumatizing them. Okay, so this review will specifically scrutinize whether the refugees still meet the definition of a refugee, and will closely examine potential grounds of inadmissibility, including an emphasis on the persecutor bar. Now, the most terrifying element is that the memo directs USCIS to terminate the refugee grant if reviewers determine the individual was not eligible at the time of admission. In principle, refugee status is terminated. The entire family, spouse, and children are also stripped of that status, okay? And then they're going to be directly placed into deportation proceedings with no right to appeal the decision within the agency. This is not a policy designed for security. I feel like it's a policy designed to inflict maximum harm and uncertainty on the vulnerable population. The memo places the entire resettlement system into a legal limbo, and the very purpose of the Refugee Act of 1980 is being demolished, honestly. If you're a refugee admitted during this window, you must immediately try, I guess, contact an attorney or do whatever you have to do. This is rapidly evolving legal situation that requires an expert counsel to monitor injunctions and explore any possible alternative pathways to your status. Again, be sure to subscribe, like, comment, and share. With any refugee and refugee resettlement agencies, the news must reach every person that could potentially be affected. I know my immediate families that came recently, just last year, are going to be in this category. So it's very, very, it's a scary times. So may God be with us all, and just do your due diligence, I guess. Hopefully everything is resolved, and I will try to follow this story as close as I can. Any new updates, I'll make sure to make a video about it, and hopefully there is a resolution. Until next time, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.